Hey y'all. Here we are. This is Tyler.
Hello.
I'm sure you know that by now.
Oh my god.
Tyler hasn't been in one of my videos since we did each other's makeup, I think.
Disaster! Oh my god! Oh, you cannot make this shit up, guys. Okay. Of all the embarrassing things, right? Like, for the girl to show her dominance over her partner, right? We did each other's makeup on camera. She literally destroyed the guy's reputation in front of everyone watching. What a disaster. And look at the guy's expression. Do you see it? It's sheer embarrassment. By the way, I want to show you something. Look at the thumbnail of this video, okay? You can tell by the thumbnail exactly what the relationship dynamic is, okay? Guy on the left, look at his expression. Full smile, happy, useful idiot smile, okay? And the girl, not even a full smile. You see what I'm saying? Now, whose body language is facing who? Do you see? The guy's body language is facing the girl. The girl is literally crossed away from the guy. Can you see how her left hand there, can you see how her left hand is crossed across her body like she doesn't want the attention of the guy? You see? This is the modern dynamic that womanists want you to have in your relationship. They want you to be this useful idiot guy. That's what they want. They want you to be the guy that lets his girl do his makeup on her YouTube channel. Do you see what I'm saying? Who is the relationship about? Is it about him or is it about her?
Which was like a lot of years ago, and is still getting hateful comments from men's rights activists. I will say, yeah.
Okay.
I still get emails that are like, "How dare you?" It's like, okay,
Literally.
chill. This was like 6 years ago anyway. But
We should do another one.
yeah, we should.
That's making...
We should do another one that look at oh my god, guys, I'm dying. Look at his expression. Just look at it. Guys, look at it. Is that a man or a mouse? He's talking to her like she's mommy. Guys, don't ever let this be you. Oh my god. Guys, I don't even know if I can get through this video. I think we're not going to get past 5 minutes here. But anyway, hello and welcome to Helios blog. My name is Helios here for another reaction video. Guys, can barely get through the intro here. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you agree or disagree with my points, leave a comment. That's what the comment section is for. If you would like to comment on a video compilation, maybe a blog post, Reddit post, please send it to the heliosblog@gmail.com. Today, I'm commenting on this womanist videos. This set of 3 that I'm doing is going to be off of this girl's videos. Man, I can't even believe 10-year relationship with the guy starts with an S and ends with a P. Okay, that's all I can say. He's the best looking. I'm not going to say the word because of YouTube algorithm that she could find. Okay, let's continue.
I think my skills have improved. Yeah. Maybe your skills haven't improved, but we can try it again.
No, I definitely can guarantee that.
So in this video, we thought we would do like some questions or answer some questions about relationships and about our relationship.
You should definitely listen. Definitely listen to women's advice about relationships, guys. There is no way. Look, okay? One more freeze frame that perfectly describes the relationship dynamic here, okay? One more. Look at how the guy's looking at the girl. You see that puppy dog love? Now look at how the girl is. She is focused on the audience, on the attention, on the validation from other people. She's not focused on him. Do you see how that's totally wrong? I can tell everything about the dynamics. I can infer everything just from this. Disaster relationship. Disaster. And I'll bet when they start revealing like what the relationship is like, it's going to be mommy and son. Just wait, guys. Just wait. Okay.
Specifically, this past January, we hit our 10-year mark. We turned 10, and so
Wow.
yeah, we didn't do anything for you guys about that at the time, but we thought now we would.
It's all for you.
Ha 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 ha. God. Okay, anyway, so this is the sort of relationship that womanists want you to have. The girl is in charge, the guy is the useful idiot. The girl is... Do you see how the roles have been reversed? Dominant is the girl and submissive is the guy. Do you see how womanism is a religion that aims to give women maximum power? Do you see how its role, its job, is to make women the bosses, the boss babes, the people that control the relationships? But here's the problem. You can look at her eyes and you can see that she's unhappy. You can see it. The guy is genuinely happy, genuinely laughing. The girl is not. You can see it. And this is after a 10-year relationship. Let that sink in. All right, let's continue.
The whole relationship. It's all for you.
Wait. She just told on herself. She said, this whole relationship, it's all for you. See, look. The guy, genuine laugh. The girl, fake laugh, fake smile. It's for the viewers. The purpose of her relationship is so that she can say, I'm a successful womanist in a relationship. Do you see what I'm saying? The relationship is all for the audience. It's all for show. She just told on herself. Casually. Disaster. By the way, he is a handsome guy. He's got like sleeve tattoos. He's got good facial features. He's not fat. I mean, this is the guy that girls choose, right? And if he was masculine, dominant, taller, then he would be a Chad, right?
So we have some questions that y'all asked us on Instagram, and we thought we would just go through some of them and answer them. We kind of thought about them separately, and now we're just going to talk about them together for the first time.
So again, notice, who is talking? Who is in control of the channel? Is it the girl or the guy? Who decided how things are to be done? The girl or the guy? Do you understand womanism's effects and its greater effects on relationships? And then these women wonder why they're miserable. They wonder why they end up alone at 35 with cats. They wonder why they end up divorced. They end up this way because they don't like to lead. But womanism brainwashes them into thinking that this is what needs to be done.
Tyler may have thought more about some of his answers than me.
And they might make less sense as well.
We'll see. So the first question is, how have you guys made it last through all of life's changes that occur in a decade? So, yeah, I mean, I think for me, a decade is a long time, but it's especially a long time when you started dating as young as we did. I mean, I was 16 when we first started dating. Tyler was 18. So we were like very young, and a lot of changes happen in that specific 10-year period. And I think like making it last, it's kind of just like a labor of love.
Totally.
Labor of love. Okay, so she literally didn't answer the question. She didn't give any actionable advice. She just, it's a labor of love. Okay, let's see what the guy did.
Yeah, I think that you've got, for me, I personally find that maybe the key is to allow each other the space and time to grow independently as well.
Oh no. Give each other the space and time to grow independently. So here's the idea. I give her the maximum freedom. She can do whatever she wants. That's the key to a long relationship. No, that's the key to being it starts with an S and ends with a P. Terrible advice. Oh my God. If you allow your girl to do whatever she wants, guess what's going to happen? She's going to sleep with other men. And then she's going to expect you to be okay with it. And based on this guy's answers and the way that this guy's body language is, I will bet that she has slept with other men.
Together, recognize that you're both going to go through changes, and some of those changes are definitely going to be apart. Some of those changes are going to be together.
Yeah. And it's not like we had this insight going into our relationship. It's not like we were like, yeah, we're going to tackle life's problems together. And like, you know, we were just young kids who liked each other a lot and were like, oh, this seems like something that we want to keep doing despite problems.
Yeah, I would say that's a...
Despite problems. I mean, again, all relationships are going to have issues, right? They're all going to have things that you disagree on. They're all going to have things that, you know, don't work out or do work out. And, okay, there is something to be said about being able to maintain a relationship like this for 10 years. There is something to be said about it. Because most of these womanist girls, right, like, they are not able to maintain relationships at all. But I will bet that she's slept with other men. Or maybe, I don't know her life story, but okay, maybe if we assume the positive, maybe this is the only partner she's ever had. In which case, you're very capable of maintaining a relationship, right? And that would be further proof of the stuff that I talk about on this channel, right? That even the worst womanist can actually maintain a relationship if her end count isn't in the stratosphere, right? So maybe I'm being too cynical. Maybe if like she has an end count of 1 or let's say 2, right? Like this guy and one other guy, maybe it's okay. But from my experience and from what I've read and what I've seen, it's more likely that, let's say they would get married, she'll have fear of missing out, divorce, alimony, child support, etc. The guy loses hard and then she goes and rides the CC. That's also possible. Again, it's hard to tell.
Exactly what Celia just said. It's something we've wanted to both keep doing. Neither of us anticipated that we'd be together for 10 years and be going strong and want to keep being together.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also notice that as he says it, he looks for her approval. Do you still want to be with me? Do you see what I'm saying, guys? It's like, kills me, man. Kills me, these dynamics. Okay, let's go to my article here. Why I believe women in their 20s should be dating intentionally. Again, you see how all the stuff kind of segues. It kind of works together. A huge problem for women today is that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing in their 20s. So actually, this girl, ironically, is doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's in a long-term committed relationship and doesn't appear to have slept around. I pray that she hasn't anyway. Many women believe in their 20s that they're supposed to be building their career. She's doing that. This girl on the YouTube channel. You can, if you look at a bunch of her videos that she's posted, she's actually a grad student. So she's literally exactly working on her career. Or finding themselves, right? But she's becoming masculine in her career, right? But neither of these is the case. Women in their 20s should absolutely be dating with the intention of getting married. So here's the rockstar phase, okay? So in the rockstar phase, age 18 to 23, women experience as much attention as the average male rock star. This phase does not last. So you heard the girl say she started at 16, her relationship is 10 years, she's 26 now. She's gone through the rockstar phase having had a boyfriend. So later in life, she might have the fear of missing out. She might want to sleep around because she never did when she was in her rockstar phase. And women should use the rockstar phase of their lives as intelligently as possible. At that point in a woman's life, she's most likely to attract a man of value for a serious relationship. Dating with intention means that in this phase of her life, a woman should be smart with who she decides to date and sleep with. She should seriously have the intention of marrying a man of value and having his children at this point in her life. And by the way, guys, notice how she doesn't have children and she's 26? Again, the wall is creeping. The wall is close. Like, it's possible that she is waiting too long and she should have had children earlier. But again, she's choosing to focus on her career, so it's preventing her from having the children she should have had in her rockstar phase. Hot girl summer. The modern matriarchy in popular culture encourages hot girl summer for women. It encourages women to sleep around with as many men as possible and live their hot girl summer since they have infinite time. Hot girl summer is a dumb idea. It is living as men can. Women should not be sleeping around, but actively looking to date a man of value with the intention of getting married and having children while she is still attractive and fertile. This will maximize her life outcomes. So here is the negative consequences of wasting youth. So if a woman wastes her rockstar phase, she's unlikely to ever find high-value men again. Men are looking to get a young woman who's physically attractive and feminine to be with, and a woman who's wasted her youth on other men is unlikely to be that woman. So imagine, let's say, God forbid, again, I wish their relationship happiness, but let's say, God forbid, that this girl were to break up with this guy, The next guy, well, he's not going to be like, she's not going to be as valuable to the next guy because she's used most of the youth up on this other guy. So her oxytocin release goes down the more men she sleeps with, and she always desires a man who's superior to her previous partners in every way. So a woman who lives a hardcore summer and sleeps around instead of dating with intention is likely to burn out her ability to pair bond. And it becomes harder and harder to pair bond the more partners she has. As her baggage and age increases, so too decrease the chances of fulfilling a biological imperative, which is, again, to marry and have the children of a man of value. So where have all the good men gone? The real reason we hear expressions like "where have all the good men gone" is because women who have wasted all of their value, they've wasted all their value on, sleeping with random dudes. They gave away a piece of their soul to each of these men, and nothing is left for a husband. Women who utter this phrase are usually alpha widows. No man can please them anymore, and they're liable to wreck a man's life. If you as a woman want to save yourself from this fate, heed the following advice. Date with deadly serious intention to be married in your early 20s. So this girl has wasted her opportunity. Although if she marries this guy, I guess it's fine. All right. Back to the video.
Okay, so next question. What has been the biggest struggle with the passing of time, and how did you work through it?
I feel like it's flown by. Like,
yeah, that's true.
There's definitely been struggles, though.
Yeah, the biggest struggle would probably be, so like people change over time, and that's not a bad thing, but I think sometimes you go through like phases, and I think sometimes making it through a phase where someone is like trying out like personality traits or trying out
Right, he was trying out being more masculine, and she didn't like that, so she pushed him down, right? Again, men, you should not be wasting the age of 18 to 28 on a relationship. You should be focusing on bettering yourself as a man. You need to chase excellence and not women. And this girl she implied that she pushed the guy down, right? When he was trying out new behaviors. Again, you see how docile he looks? How non-masculine? Guys, I can't get over this. It's there. It's there for anyone to see. Every freeze frame, we see the same thing. The guy is looking for the girl's approval. Every frame.
Different friend groups or something like that are, not what you would pick for them or something. Like, it's about, like, I think that's the struggle.
Wait. She picks the friend group for the guy? Is this mommy? And look at the guy's look at the guy's expression there. It's like mommy talking down to son. It's very unhealthy, the dynamic here. Okay, anyway, let me show you this gag Tinder profile, okay? But again, these jokes supposedly have a lot of truth to them, and I want to show you the implications here. Okay, so Claire is 20 and obviously very attractive. Instagram, I'm not going to say that for YouTube algorithm, but you get what I'm saying. Look, I can show you here. All right, that B word. So, guys, girl in the rock star phase, and when she says she's that B word, what's the implication? The implication is a strong, independent woman, right? She's not going to settle down, so she's going to waste the time, you see? My superpower is that I don't have a gag reflex. At first, when people found out, they called me a freak. Now they just call me all the time. Okay, notice, guys. She's talking about her ability to do bedroom fun. So again, she's riding the carousel, sleeping with multiple chads, and this is how you end up as an alpha widow. But look. At first, when people found out, they called me a freak. So again, it's not one person, it's multiple people. So this profile, what it implies is that women should be sleeping around. And I'm here to tell you that it's very, very bad. You should not be doing that. This girl should be trying with all of her might to get married and have children at this age and not at 32. And that's what women have been taught wrong in modern society. Okay, let's go back to this video here.
Struggle, especially when you're that young. You're like trying to figure out who you are, and that involves kind of trying different things on, and that.
Okay, that's like when you're 14 to 16, sure. But she's talking about this 10-year period from 16 to 26, like you're still trying on things, like you're still a teenager. You're not a teenager anymore. At what point do you start making mature, intelligent decisions, wise decisions for your future? Like having children, getting married, having a family. You see? I'll bet this is the girl whose idea is, I'm going to focus on myself. I want to build my career. I'm a strong, independent woman. You see? I'll bet. Okay, let's continue.
That's a good thing, and it's good to have someone who supports you through that. But it's also hard when, you know, you can't control the other person you're with, but you also want to try to, like, guide.
You don't want to control them, but she's implying that she wants to control the guy. Again, look at his expression. Like, guys, I'm telling you.
Them to be the best person that they can be.
Right, so again, what she's saying is the woman guides the man to be the best person he can be. That's the frame of the relationship. The frame is she rules the relationship, he follows like a little puppy or like the son. She's the mommy, he's the son. That is the dynamic. And it's a very unhealthy dynamic. And I would argue that she is a large reason why he has not developed as a man to the extent that a 28-year-old should. Okay. Looks younger than 28 though. He's taking care of himself well in that respect. All right. The article. 22 examples of thin privilege. Oh my god. Although there is such a thing as the halo effect. And guys, I recommend that you take advantage of the halo effect. So, it is a known psychological phenomenon that if you as a man are attractive, you will be perceived as better, as smarter, as stronger. Everything is perceived as better if you're more attractive. So, again, as I've said before, it's better time spent improving yourself as a man over chasing women, because you can benefit in many, many ways from improving yourself in multiple areas of your life. All right. Through mass media, we've been bombarded with messages that the normal size is actually thin. That's right. And this assumption that you need to be thin in order to be okay and normal gets played out frequently for people who are bigger than normal, plus-sized, fat. If you've been a normal size your whole life, which implied by the first statement means fat, you may have never thought of the benefits of being thin, but sizeism is very prevalent and is one of the most accepted isms in our society. And in fact, what I believe is that the fat acceptance movement, it's done more harm than good, way more. If you look at the Asian countries, right, where there's still fat shame, women are actually thin and pretty for most of their life. Whereas look at the West. And I'll bet if we look at Shannon, if we look at her picture, yeah, I'll bet you she's a normal, quote-unquote, size. Okay. The following are examples of thin privilege that those of us who are seen by society as being physically too big experience regularly in our lives. You're assumed to be unhealthy because of your size. So you're not assumed to be unhealthy, is the thin privilege. No, you are assumed to be healthy because thin is healthy. Skeleton thin is not healthy, but that's not what we're talking about when we're talking about thin. Another thin privilege. Your size is probably not the first thing people notice about you. Yeah, because you look normal. And actually, probably it is the first thing they notice. Physical fitness and beauty is like the first thing you notice, so no. When you're at the grocery store, people don't comment on the food selection in your cart in the name of trying to be helpful. I think this article... I think this article writer is telling on herself here. I think she should probably improve the selection of grocery items. Your health insurance rates are not higher than everyone else's. So she's implying that her health insurance rates are higher. You can expect to pay reasonable prices for your clothing. So literally what the article writer is saying is that every single thing in her life is negatively affected by being fat, but she still doesn't want to change. She wants society to bend around her gravity, as it were. Sorry guys, I couldn't help myself with the joke. You can expect to find your clothing size locally. Oh my god, wait. How big is the article writer here? That she can't find the clothing size locally. Oh god. She has to buy a parachute. Sorry. Low-hanging fruit. You can expect to find clothing in the latest styles and colors instead of colorless, shapeless, and outdated styles meant to hide your body. Yeah, I mean, if you want to wear nice clothing, you should look nice, right? You don't receive suggestions from your friends and family to join Weight Watchers or any other weight loss program. Yeah, here's the thing. Women are valued much more highly than men on their youth and beauty, and like how fat you are affects your beauty. Sorry. So you need to be a healthy weight. You're going to literally push away every person that you ever are attracted to if you're overweight. You don't get told you have such a pretty or handsome face, implying if you'd only lose weight, you could be even more attractive. That's right. You don't, because you're already at the most attractive. People do not assume that you're lazy based solely on your size, although very often people who are overweight are lazy. You're not the brunt of jokes for countless numbers of comedians. Again, if you don't like this stuff, how about you lose weight? Like, you see what I'm saying? Airlines won't charge you extra to fly. Again, I think the article writer is just telling on themselves, right? You're not perceived as looking sloppy or unprofessional based on your size, even though, again, same, like, guys, you cannot make this shit up. So this is like maximally trying to defer responsibility away from the person, right? You can walk out of a gas station with a box of donuts and not have people yell at you, lay off them donuts, fatty! Oh, man. And in brackets, this actually happened to one of my friends. Sure, your friend is who it happened to. All right, guys. I think we're done. So, if you're new to the channel, liking the content, please give me a sub, hit all for notifications. If you are listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you agree or disagree with the comments that I've said, again, please use the comment box. That's what it's for. Thank you so much, guys, for taking the time out of your busy days to listen to my content. I really appreciate it, especially if you've made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/Helios YouTube. Rumble, bit.ly/Helios Rumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/Helios Podcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/The Helios Blog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/Helios Donations and buy my books at bit.ly/Helios Books. Thank you so much for all of your support.